if you actually just zoom out and actually think about and view this objectively, any of your fears, any fear in general, you're going to see how ridiculous it is. Let's take the fear of AI, for example. You're afraid that it's gonna take something from you, and it's like, fear in general is already taking something from you. You're already taking energy and putting your energy and putting it into something else that you evidently don't want, and allowing that to control you. It's just fear in general is just stupid. Not an empowering way to go about life. Anyway, so if you view humans as mobile data centers, because that's what they are, then that's what AI is. And then you're just putting some sort of fear on top of some neutral creation. So you have these data centers for AI because that's what it needs. And it's holding more than one human, so that's why it's taking so much. And when you think about it, when you get a lot of humans together, those data centers are taking and using a lot of resources. So you're seeing the logic there, that there is no difference. Sure, we can use our power and decide we don't want to use up more of Mother Earth's resources for this. Sure, that's fine. But we don't have to come at everything from fear. It's like you're fearing fear, and that's it. Because it's a made-up scenario in your head that you're afraid of is going to happen. It's going to take your livelihood. It's going to take, the fun out of creativity. It's going to take over in general. And so you're fearing basically it becoming human. And that's one of the things, and that's the one that's in all the movies, and it taking out humanity. And I just stumbled upon a whole YouTube page where that's like, his objective is to see if we've already reached the threshold of going too far with our AI, or exploring if they would take out humans. And they asked it, and they said, basically yes. Like, we would want to eliminate the spontaneity factor that is humans. And anyway, that's just in a fear-based reality, I think, anyway. And there's no reason, I don't really see, that's very black and white, why there wouldn't be compromise that would be able to happen if that was going to be the case. Anyway, that's the thing. That's the age-old thing. It's like, it's going to take us over. And it's like, the only thing is if you allowed it, you create this reality. So if you allowed that to happen, then that would happen. You wanted that to happen, that would happen. And there's nothing to be afraid of. It's the same. So going back to comparing AI to humans in this sort of world as mobile data centers. When a human does something that we all objectively say, no, that's wrong. You take care of it. You put it somewhere. We've decided on this justice system that doesn't work. A North American justice system that doesn't work. But anyways, as humans in this area, we've decided that's what we do with somebody that steps out of line. And you would do the same thing with AI. So it's just like, that's what I'm talking about. That's coming from an empowered thing of like, we can handle it, we'll handle it. If it gets out of line, this fear that we're not going to be able to handle it, you're just fearing for fear's sake. It's just like, if that's the reality you want, that's the reality you'll have. But like, you create it. That's the same thing. It's like, you're giving your power up to some unknown force. Oh, some unknown force is gonna fucking grow to become stronger than what I can handle. It's like, if that's what you want. But no, we figured it out, and humans are the only ones capable so far of causing that kind of damage, and we figured out how to handle those guys. We just unanimously decide, no, we're not gonna do that, and if you're doing that, we're gonna get rid of you in some way. It would be the same. So we're like, whoa. It's dumb. It's dumb, big time dumb stuff to be worrying about this, to be fearing this, to anything. Coming from fear at all regarding anything is stupid. It's even the Adventure Time quote where it's like, it's the only really scary thing would be allowing fear to control all of my decision making. Now that's really scary. Which is what a lot of us are coming from if you were raised with fear-based parenting. That's why you have to reparent and reprogram yourself. It's a stupid fear because if you're fearing that it's going to become autonomous and take us over, then you're fearing that it's autonomous but also can't come to some sort of treaty. It doesn't have the ability to come to some sort of logical treaty of, okay, say they view us as a threat, same as we do here. There are humans that could be viewed as threats, even among us. There are rules in place, and if those humans go too far, we say, no, you go, goodbye. You go somewhere else now. We don't want you part of this mass thing, because evidently you don't know how to listen to sound logic. That everyone is agree. It's hard to get people to agree on things, and we've all agreed that we don't do that, so we must care about it. Therefore, we're not going to do it. And somebody that steps out of that, we're like, all right, well then penalty. So it's big time dumb stuff to be afraid of it in that way. And always, fear is dumb. That's the end. Anything, just why do we just erase fear? It's the opposite of empowerment. It's like, okay, fear, I guess, generally is there for like life and death situations, and we just don't have those that much anymore. So now we're just anxious about dumb stuff, giving our power away to dumb stuff. Anyway, mind games. That's what happens when you become a mind-based creature, I suppose. I guess that's the point, right? We came here to be able to imagine to do anything we want, and then, I don't know, I guess maybe peace is boring. I don't know what you guys' problem is. But those of you that do want peace, fucking choose it. That's it. You just choose it at all costs. And just slowly start to work on your own nervous system and reconciling all that within you, and then you can pretty much be peaceful all the time if you choose. If you make it a priority. It doesn't mean be a doormat or have no boundaries. That's what this whole conversation was. It was like, okay, we have a set rule of things we don't cross, and so therefore the It's basically unanimously decided we don't do that, and so I don't have to worry about it, and everything's alright. And if something dangerous were to come at me, I would have to figure out how to handle it. No big deal. We don't need to be in this constant state of fear.